Peter, hello, my friend. How's life?
What's up? All good. I just finished school. I got 30 minutes of sleep, but yeah, we're getting after it.
Life is good. Pushing
Yeah.
through. Well, look, I'm sure people are curious to know who the hell you are. So let's start with just if you can give us a general introduction. Who are you? Whereabouts are you based? How old are you? How much money do you make, importantly? And then what kind of agency do you run? And then we can go from there.
Yeah, let's do it. So I was born and raised in Italy. I currently live in Italy. I'm relocating to Miami in about July. And I started this company. We run a marketing and consulting firm for medical clinics. And we've been doing this for about 2 years now. And yeah, currently we're making about 100. We did 127K in May, and next
Boom.
month we're projected to do 150 cash collected and about 250 in revenue.
Beautiful. So just so everybody's clear, you run a marketing agency for medical clinics, right?
Yes.
Sweet. And then, so if we go through in terms of where you're at now. So obviously, if I'm right to say, May was the first month that you did six figures a month, right?
Yeah, it was.
Sweet. I know you got close a while ago, and then you went through some churn problems that we were speaking about when you first jumped in. I
Yeah,
guess you've been in licensing scale what for like I think
2 months.
maybe 3 months. Yeah, that's the one. So, what do you feel like the biggest constraint was to you not being able to hit six figures a month? And where was you at, say, 2, 3 months ago, revenue wise, churn wise? And then what do you feel has helped you the most in that process in terms of going through the content, getting on the calls, etc., etc.?
Quick disclaimer, we're still optimizing and implementing a lot of the things that you provide, but I gotta say, the things that made us scale that fast was, first of all, mindset. Speaking with somebody who's actually done what they talk about and not somebody who's run an SMMA in 2019. Like, it happened to me
Mm.
because I bought a lot of courses and mentorship, and I literally I didn't have anybody to speak with that did it in this space. So with you, it just reframed my mindset so much. We started spending more in ads. We improved our funnel. Most importantly, our fulfillment. Because most marketing agencies' fulfillment is shit. And I gotta say, between all of the fulfillment systems that I've seen, yours is by far it's the best. So we are implementing a lot of things. Our churn rate before joining the program was super high. It was about 30%, and now it's about
Mm-hmm.
7. We're projecting to
Yeah.
do like 12, 15 in the next few months.
Boom. Just came in one third. That's what you want to hear, right? Because I remember when we first got on the call initially, you said you you were doing pretty well on the sales side initially. Like you were
Yeah,
collecting a lot of new cash, but even with a lot of new cash, right? If you're losing 30% of your clients every month, you're going to cap out at a certain point. Because
yeah.
if you have, say, 100 clients, I think you're churning at 33%. 33 clients are going to leave every month. You have to sign 33 new clients just to stay in the
Yeah.
same spot.
There was
It's not scalable.
a friend of mine was in that exact spot. So they were making like
Mhm.
300 a month with a marketing agency. They would lose I think their churn rate was like 50%. So every month they had to add 150K new cash collected, and it was a total mess.
Yeah.
And then he sold it. Yeah.
Yeah. How the fuck did he sell that? Anyway, so I'm curious because I actually remember when we first got on a call. You've been because you know Joe. I actually didn't bring this up before the call, but you know Joe, right?
Yeah.
I remember he told me ages ago that you were asking about getting connected with me or getting like paying for some consulting or something like that. And then when we got on the call again, you was like, "I've got high hopes for this. I best be good." Now
Yeah.
you've been through it so far, and again, we haven't even fully built everything out, right? We've got the call center
Yeah.
systems, the
Like that.
onboarding, the calls, and then as well the Slack channel. How do you feel it's aligned with your expectations?
I initially felt like it was going to be pretty advanced. It turned out to be even more advanced than I thought. Uh, a lot of things, a lot of systems, which is great. It's exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for something that allowed me to buy back my time. Because one thing I
Mhm.
see all the time is there's people running an online business, they kind of brag about it, but in reality, it's like a glorified job, and they're not able to buy back their time. Like with you, you're able to buy back your time, and it's kind of what I'm looking for as well. And your systems, I mean, everything in the course, the support, it's been helping me so much to get there.
Beautiful. What's the goal now, my friend? What's the next month? You said 150K next month or this month, right?
Yeah, so June we want to do about 150K cash collected and 2 to 250 in revenue. That's kind of the goal there.
Nice. Fucking huge. And then what about end of year? What's the game plan? What do you want to get to?
Yeah, that's gonna be hard. In all honesty, I haven't thought about it because I got to see how low we can get our churn rate to be, and what's gonna happen in our industry because there's a few regulations going on. But ideally, I think if we can get to 500,000 a month, we're probably gonna be fine. But I'm not sure
I
because
think
once.
it's realistic, honestly. Like, because I know we were having a conversation a couple of weeks back about like back-end ascensions and like front-end programs, building out the biz op arm, and then like ascending people in congruency with the problems that they come up with in the client journey, right? If you could
Yeah,
build something out like that, where you can take your LTV from like 5, 6, 7, 8K a client to like 30, 40, 50K just by solving one problem, then solving the next problem.
yeah.
That's how you make more money from every client, right? And you can really squeeze the juice out of every client that way.
I'm starting to actually resell some past clients and some active
Mm-hmm.
clients because I just go on a call with them. I kind of take a look at all the process and I identify there's a constraint. Okay, hey, marketing isn't going to cut it here because we have a sales problem. So then I sell them on sales coaching or, a closer placement, whatever they need, so they can scale faster. And we made from that alone, I think we made about 10K last week just from reselling clients.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy money. And then I forgot to mention this. So 3 months ago, you had about a 33% churn. Revenue wise, where was you at batting average like 3 months ago?
Yeah. So long story short, in December, we did about 90K cash collected, and
Mhm.
that was our best month. Uh, but then what happened is I figured out it was literally me, a VA, and a closer. And
Right.
that we onboarded like 10 clients, I figured out, okay, this is a fucking mess. So everybody churned pretty much. And I
Mhm.
literally spent the last 4 months working on a good fulfillment system that could allow me to scale. And this month, we got all these people in, and there's literally no problems. We have a great CSM, we have great support, great VAs that do all the work for me, and I don't have to reply to messages from clients or hop on calls.
Mhm. That's the dream, man. I mean, by any means, I'm sure it's not fucking all tidied up. I mean, every agency is a shit show for the most part, but
Yeah,
I kind of made this similar mistake, and I think everybody does, where it's like you push sales really hard when you first scaled to like nearly 6 figures a month when you did, I believe you said start of the year or December, but you
yeah,
kind of build the agency on a foundation of quicksand, right? And the
yeah,
foundation is like team systems, processes. You don't have those things and you start trying to build a skyscraper on a foundation of quicksand, it's going to fall down real quick. And then after December, what happened? Did revenue just come way down for a little bit when you were in the rebuilding phase?
yeah.
Or
Yeah, it did. So that closer, he kind of went on and started his own agency. I'm kind of helping him with that, which I'm totally cool with it. And it made me realize something that was super important is doesn't matter how good your closer is, they're not going to stay if they see that all the people they sell are not going to be successful in your program. On an ethical basis, the best closers have some sort of core values and they don't want to sell people
yeah.
knowing they're not going to get results. And it's even better
Mm-hmm.
when they can sell them with conviction, knowing that they've seen the results from a program and they know it's going to work for them.
It's true,
Uh,
man. I've seen it firsthand as well. Like we had closers when we were selling. It's kind of like selling snake oil, right? You can
mm,
keep them for a little bit, but if you want a real good closer, a lot of them act out of a place of integrity. Not a lot of
yeah,
them are going to settle for a shit product. It's kind of like I say this when I've got a Celsius on my desk right now, but it's kind of like relying on energy drinks for energy.
yeah,
Instead of like having something sustainable, getting good sleep, eating good food, etc., etc.
yeah. It's not going to be long term. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we made like an average of 30, 40K, and I
Hmm.
invested a lot. Like I'm super confident. Not gonna go through every single person that we have on our team, but they're all A players, very high level people, very talented, and with a great track record. And it took us a while to kind of figure it out. And you've been helping so much with the onboarding process. Like our onboarding was totally shit. We didn't do test projects, we didn't do any of that. And so it helped
Hmm.
us source A players, hire them, managing them, making sure they perform a KPI. and that they come in and they identify what's not performing and they just, get in and fix it.
Mhm. Yeah. Nobody talks about that stuff. Like hiring,
Nobody.
systems ops. It's like the most unsexy shit ever. But the thing
Yeah.
is, people don't understand the agency game yes, it isn't client acquisition game, but a lot of the time, client acquisition is fucking easy. What isn't easy is talent acquisition and retention. How do we have an equilibrium in the inflow of clients we have to the inflow of talent that we have? We hire really good talent that can keep our clients happy, right? Not
Yeah.
just a team of VAs that are button clickers that you have to SOP, click this and click that and click that. You can actually just go, hey, go build this system out and they do it, right?
Yeah.
You need that to get to 6 figures a month consistently, which is sick. I know I've spoken to a couple of people on your team and they're killers, man. That's what you
Yeah.
need. You can't get 6 figures consistently and you definitely can't remove yourself if you don't have it.
For those people, even the culture fit that we built, they're working all day, every single day. They work on Sundays, they work on Saturdays, because they get paid based on how much money we make. Like as we
Yep.
grow, we make more money, which is great. And yeah, we got a bunch of killers. It's great because I don't have to micromanage something. A massive problem with business owners is they kind of micromanage people, and it
Mhm.
wastes your time. Your employees never learn anything, and yeah, it doesn't make sense. And one thing that has made me so happy is I literally got a message from my closer saying this is the best company I've ever worked for. And she worked for other companies like
That's
big in
fucking sick.
talking Ashton Hall. She was top closer for Ashton Hall. And she said, this is the best company I've ever been in. Same thing for clients. We got clients getting sales every day. It kind of warms up my heart seeing that, they're super successful.
Mm. That's fucking sick, man.
Yeah,
Well, look, you're crushing it. I guess the only other thing that I would ask you is, let's say I've got to ask the old age question. Let's say somebody was in your situation 2, 3 months ago. Churn is a shit show, which is actually pretty common in the agency space. They were thinking about joining License to Scale. What would you encourage them to do? And you can be completely honest.
there is no program that goes through the stuff that you go through. No program. I've never seen a program like that. And I've been to a lot of programs or coaching. I've hired consultants. We hired the best customer success manager from Gym Launch. I can tell you, because I've seen their internal operations, you've got better systems than them. And they do $3 million. Okay, so personally, if you're looking just like me to have time, location, financial freedom, go with Cameron. I mean, you're gonna get to a point where it's just gonna be a shit show. You're gonna have clients churning, people wanting to sue you, employees leaving. It's gonna be a whole mess, and you're gonna be so stressed. And investing what the program is, I mean, the investment in the program just makes so much sense.
Legend, bro. Let's get to 500,000 a month. Appreciate you.